That was an investment. Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 14 of Modded Minecraft Survival with me, SkitzTGPG. Today is a day for decorating. I'll give you guys a tour in a minute. Oh, did I ever finish? Sort of. There's a couple things I want to do to get you guys ready to go in there and tour. First is let my frame rate recover. What the hell's going on here? Now, Grundle, the house is just about ready. Are you excited? Me too. It's always a good day when your Grundle is excited. Now, I need to put lights in. And to put lights in, we need to make lamps. So, let's see. What do we need to make lamps? What kind of lamps do we want? Let's go shopping. We've got another furniture. So we'll just grab the white versions of each of these, and then we can dye them whatever color we want. But we'll get the white ones just for a blank slate. We've got those lamps. We've got these lamps. These lamps. Ceiling lights. Ceiling fans. These are from... Oh! They got like candle holders and stuff. That's pretty cool. Lamps from... Requires power from an electricity generator. Well, that seems like a lot of extra work. Okay, that's lamps. Now what about lights? Oh, here we go. Tile lights, light bulbs, light switches, electrical sockets. There we go. Okay. You know what? We'll go ahead and light everything up, and then I want to work on something that'll help us a lot long term and short term. So, oh, where am I going? Where are you going there, Skitz? All right, first things first, lights, camera action. Let's grab as much of the wool as we have. Can we dye? But we can grab the dye that we need. So let's go examine the rooms. And I guess you guys will get a little tour. This isn't finalized, but it's a great start. This is the front entrance, sort of the mud room, right? We have the front hallway here. Attached to it is the living room. Very nice. I chose like a lot of cool, calming colors for the living room. Got a window looking out into the coast of the town. And then we can go left or right here. We're going to go this way first. In here, we have the kitchen. This is on purpose. You'll see later this episode why. We have the shitter in here. Da-da-da. Back hallway. Garage. Laundry room. Stairs to the cellar. In here we have the studio and computer room. Book nook. Bay windows for reading and enjoying nature. There'll be flower gardens and stuff all along here as well. When we go upstairs, we have the upper hallway leading out to the upper deck, which obviously isn't furnished at all. Then we go down the hallway, we have another shitter. We have my room, complete with door personal to the deck. So that's fun. And we go down here. We have Grundle's room. He hasn't seen it yet, but I'm excited for him to see it. It's got a little window. He likes it dark, typically, so I tried to keep it sort of homey and cozy, but safe. And then up here we have the attic. We have access to the rest of the house's innards over here, but this leads out onto the runway for the plane. So that'll be good. That's the long and short of it. But there's a lot more to this place than just that. First and foremost, we're going to have to pick... Like, we can't just put a red lamp in the blue room. That'll look awful. So I'm thinking we can sort of color code the furniture a bit. So let's start with the kitchen. So we'll do some white for the kitchen and some blue for the living room and some brown for the foyer. Blue, brown, and white. We need redstone torch lamps for that. Okay. That's fine. We can make those too. Why don't we make those first, actually? Do we have glowstone in here? Probably in the... I went mining for quartz and glowstone and blackstone specifically to build this. And then have the blackstone for the roof. And then have the quartz for a couple of things. Which we'll get into in just a bit. But also the glowstone so that we could make lamps. Alright, let's go get these installed. Well, we have white ones, so let's put at least one. And if we add more, we can bring it lower, which is pretty neato. Too high. Let's see if we center it. Not every room needs one of these. Like this, I'm going to keep dark on purpose. Because you're supposed to be able to see outside. Here, we're going to do a lot of brown, I think. Let's grab some more white. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah. All right. And the kitchen is lit. Perfect. So, I'm going to backburner this for a second. Because we need to do something about our food. It's been long overdue. And I have just the mod to do it. But first, I'm gonna nap. Okay. Now that the rain has gone away, we're gonna go ahead and start cooking. To do that, we're gonna have to make some stuff. Okay, cooking with blockheads. Great mod. Makes making a whole bunch of complicated food really easy, especially when you have a bunch of extra food mods like me. So let's mess with that a bit, right, Grundle? You know what? I have... No, I gotta build this down here. So, first thing, we need kitchen floor. This is gonna connect all of our other kitchen pieces so that they all talk to each other smoothly. It's not just a decoration. It's to make sure that all the different pieces are connected. We need coal and quartz. Right. Oh! Oh! Oh, no! Why don't we just do this, then? I forgot it makes, like, a bunch per. 12 should be plenty if we bring the floor in. Let's go see. So the cupboards are going to be... Yeah, this pretty much needs it. Right? And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Because the fridge is going to go here. But actually... Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to put a hole in the wall. And then pipe the power through that eventually. Because the fridge gets an upgrade that lets it be powered by our redstone to redstone flux instead of coal. I want to do that. So I'm friggin' gonna. If we, because I left a lot of gaps. Obviously the walls are are two-sided so that every room has its own interior. But there's a lot of gaps to run like cabling and stuff up into. That was done on purpose. I want to run power to the stove and the fridge. Because the stove can run on coal, the fridge can run on power and keep things cold. No, it's just the stove that needs power. What am I talking about? But there's nothing to be done for it. I'm not going to make another 12 just to use 2. So, we have our kitchen floor. Great, now what, Skitz? Now we need to RTFM. Read the freaking manual. But we need to make the manual. So, let's go ahead. Cooking for blockheads is made by smelting a book. We gotta make an actual cookbook. Oh, that should have been a war crime. Okay, so to make this guy, which we don't, we make the second version. And that's 2 crafting tables, 2 diamonds, easy. Boom. Cooking with blockheads, 2. What do we do with this? I'll show you. Normally, it'll tell you if it pulls from your inventory. It'll tell you, it'll show you all the items. Rather, slow down, Skitz. If you pull up the GUI for the book, you have 2 main windows. The recipe for whatever food you have selected, and a grid to select what food you want to make, based on the ingredients in your inventory. You can sort it by saturation, hunger, or name, which is helpful, but this book is kind of cumbersome to carry around all the time. I mean, I could put it in my bag with all the rest, but where's the fun in that? So we're going to go ahead and use that to make a cooking table, which is 4 terracotta, 3 stone, or 5 terracotta, 3 stone in this book. Terracotta should be pretty easy. We just need our clay. Yep. Cool beanies. Cooking station acquired. So now, we'll go ahead and slap that right dead center in the middle, so we can enjoy the view while we cook. And as you can see, we only have just these recipes. That was made out of the water I literally had, and I need a pot. Okay. Now, we need to doobie. We've made a cooking station. Let's make a sink. That's a bucket of water, more terracotta. Make the sink. Great. So we have the sink. Now, we should probably make some... Let's make an oven, actually. Actually, we need black stained glass. It's not too difficult to get. Oven complete. Great. We have all the major pieces. Let's make a fridge as well, actually. Why not? Bang. 2 fridges. Hold the mayo. Or don't, because it's a kitchen. Grendel will be migrating from just the lab to up here, obviously. He's not going to have a bedroom and then not be able to get to it. That would be silly. So we're going to plug the fridge in right here. That seems like a nice spot for it. We're going to go bang, bang. Look at that. Nice refrigerator. Where do we want the stove to go? Oh, you know what? We don't need to actually plug the fridge in. I forgot. But we can plug the... I like the idea of the sink also being over here, so you can sort of do the dish. So what about right here is the cable. And we got the stove right here. All this space for shelves and tools. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. So what we're dealing with now is because of these kitchen floor tiles, all these blocks are connected, which is pretty cool. So that's fine. So now we have our cooking station, our water, and now with the sink attached, we can make as much water as we want, as well as salt. But we need a pot. So we need to go to Pam's Harvest Craft and look for all the cooking utensils. Here they are. So we need a bakeware, cutting board, juicer. Oh. Bakeware, cutting board, juicer, grinder, mixing bowl, pot, roller, saucepan, and skillet. So let's make those next. I imagine we're going to need copper. So let's just throw all this water in here for now. Stack of copper should be plenty. And we're going to need sticks. So first we'll start with the bakeware. And now you see the terracotta costs are a little bit ridiculous. Cutting board. See, we already don't have enough terracotta. And that's after mining for clay. So we'll go dump the rest that we have. Grinder. Mixing bowl. Pot. Saucepan. Bang. We now have all of the pieces. Well. Okay, milk bucket and glass. Milk jar made. Cow in a jar. A little complicated. We're going to do it. But it's a little tricky. So let's get this stuff put down first. I forgot to do that. Can we? Just want some slabs. I need a slab. Give me a slab. It's gotta be wood. Stone slabs are worthless. 2 kitchen counters. They are expensive. My God. But we're getting there. Kitchen counters aren't strictly necessary. And I think 2 is going to be plenty for now. So we're going to put one there. One there. There's a corner piece we'll use to connect them. We're going to put... Do we want a spice rack? No. We want one of the tool racks there so that we can hang more stuff there. And then we'll put another tool rack right here over the corner. And then we can go... Sure, what the hell? That's going to drive me nuts. Whatever. So now we can go in here and put food in it. Stove takes a couple pieces. So we're going to put the skillet in, the saucepan in, the pot, and the bakeware. Then we're going to put the mixing bowl right here, the roller right there, the juicer right here, the grinder right there, and the cutting board goes right there. And now, technically those aren't connected, but that's okay. We open up our inventory, still only salt, but that's okay. We can just throw it up there. Now we have salt. Cool beans. Okay. So now our kitchen is set up and ready for food. There's one more thing I want to do. So we have water on demand. We can cook things in the stove, the oven. We can keep food stored. But I want to be able to produce milk whenever I want it. So, that was gross. It sounds dirty, but isn't. So we're going to make one of these. Skitz, what do you need an anvil for? I'll show you. It's very funny. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, real quick, just dig a hole. You know what? I think I want to make it so that it's just 1 by that hurt the cow? No. Great. Okay. Actually, you stay right there for a second, Mr. Cow, because this has to go down there. Now you can go in there, and now, squish. And that, ladies and gents, is how you get a cow in a jar. Ta-ta-da! Now if we put this guy on our stove, he will slowly generate milk, which we can use for recipes. So that's fun. All right, let's pop up here. Oh, can I sleep through this crap? Maybe. That'd be cool. Because it is gross. Yeah. If we go in here and we throw all this crap into this cabinet, you would think, okay, great. Just more storage. Except now look. It can see everything in that cabinet, and it knows every recipe we can put together based on what's in there. And so now we have access to a lot better food. So let's sort by hunger restored. And we can see fruit punch is the best move. But if we want the best saturation, we want apple juice. And so on and so forth. If we click one, you can see the recipes. See? Wow. Now, and it can see the juicer over there. Cool. So the fruit punch, definitely the best move. So we're just going to make a bunch of that. So now, let's put this, let's finish the steaks, right? But now we have fruit punch, which is going to be an even better nourishment source. So that's basically cooking with blockheads. We can gather salt, sugar, etc., put them in the spice racks. We can continue to gather milk to make dough and butter and cheese. See, like cheese, for example, is just milk, salt, rinse, repeat. So we'll go ahead and throw the cheese in there. So yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate it when you guys take the time to hang out. I love spending time with you, and I look forward to the next video we hang out in. Hope you do too. We'll hopefully see you there where we get up to some more shenanigans and I get some more decorating done. But until then, take care of yourselves. Bye.